All right, I'm gonna just welcome everybody to this live. I'm just jumping on here because I got some things to say. I didn't even premiere this. I just want to jump on and welcome you while we are all trying to process what's going on with the prosecution presenting this case against Diddy to keep him behind bars for life. I have some notes here, but the main thing is, I think that Cassie Ventura and her mother, Regina Ventura, they should return to the stand because for Cassie to be the star witness, they haven't done much to support the prosecution's claims against Diddy with these three counts to keep this man in jail for life. All of the salacious details, the details about the assault and battery, that's clear. So many people can back that up time and time again, but the trafficking, the extortion, even what Cassie's mother presented about Cassie sending this email about Diddy demanding this 20,000. This was not a conversation between Regina Ventura, Cassie's mother, and Diddy. It came through Cassie, so it's almost like hearsay. So really, true extortion on this level, this is we in front of a grand jury. There's some things that need to be cleared up. The Kid Cudi testimony was really straightforward, and it was surprising how many layers he had to what he had to say. That was really enlightening. But even with that, the language that the prosecutors are using, talking about arson, when it's more of a case of vandalism and breaking an entry, which is not cool. None of this stuff is cool. But life in prison. I mean, in Diddy's defense, I mean, the prosecution and the defense, they just, sometimes it seems like we getting ready to get some masterclass energy, and then it turns into like what the defense did. It seemed like like pity pat, because when Cassie's mother was on the stand, the defense, they didn't question Cassie's mother, and that was an opportunity. And even with Cassie being pregnant, it's like they dealing with her with kid gloves, like they walking on eggshells. Um, yeah, she got her 20 million. I actually don't totally understand how he's paying her 20 million and she still winds up on the witness stand testifying against him. And, she's saying some things that the prosecution, I guess they feel like it's some kind of win for them. It's impactful. It's not cool. It couldn't happen to my sister or me. It would be a mess. But racketeering, trafficking, nah, nah. They've proved battery. There could be some vandalism, but we need some more details, and the defense needs to come with it and stop walking on eggshells. And actually, I want to see Suge Knight in court, shackles and all, sitting across from Diddy, talking about the events that transpired during their lifelong feud. There you might have some charges with some stickability. And the whole Kim Porter of it all. Cassie wasn't around for Biggie and Pac, but she sure was around for Kim Porter. And she probably seen things. And actually, quiet as it's kept, I think that has more to do with why Puffy gave Cassie that 20 million in the first place. It's like, oh, she's really gonna talk. Here you go, 20 million, boom, right there, because he didn't want to pay her. Hey, and if it's really about this level, we're talking about, what are we talking about, Rico? Cassie may be a co-conspirator, because from everything these escorts said, all this salacious stuff, I mean, that's all we hearing is salacious details. And even that, there is nothing that they talked about, as much as the press keeps talking about, oh, it's disgusting, oh, it's so horrible, oh, what he did. People been doing that since the time of the Bible. The baby oil, the wax, the masks, escorts coming in, servicing clients with weird fetishes. There is nothing, as much as nobody out there would want to get down like that, and I sure don't get down like that. It is nothing new. It's just a whole subset of the population around the world that does that kind of stuff. So why they want to bring it into this trial like it's something um, that actually should carry some kind of punishment. I would wonder why it seems like some people can get punished for other some things, and other people it can slide. And then when some people do it, it's this. It is a mess. I mean, we're all up in Diddy's bedroom, all up in there. And Diddy, I wouldn't for 1 second try to make him out to be a saint, but we're talking about legality. We're talking about the rule of law as it's laid out before us. That's the only thing. We work within this system. We have problems with this system, but this is the one we got. And this man is paying, from what I hear, 10 million for his defense team. 10 million, and they over here playing pity pat with the witnesses. And they have scheduled like hundreds of victims. Like this Busby is like some kind of class action lawsuit, but I find it hard to believe that they're going to be any more impactful than Dawn Richard with her testimony. It's like, okay, the Rico, the guns. I mean, America's a nation of gun-toting folks. Maybe some of those arms were illegal. Still, Rico, what we doing? What we doing? It sounds like if you really want to press and just use the strong arm of the law, Cassie would have to stand as a co-defendant with her compliance with what Diddy was doing. I mean, because she was planning and arranging. Diddy don't do his own secretary work. And concert promoters line up this kind of stuff for people, even wedding planners. So you would have a whole bunch of people out of the population that you would have to try in front of a grand jury because of the way they helped facilitate a client's wishes. It's just really, you really going into somebody's dirty laundry. And it's like, really, what is it? Man, I'm trying to look at these notes here. I just really wonder what it's about. But for sure, in these arrangements, Diddy did not benefit financially. And that's one of the tenets of Rico. They want to say in the press, I'm hearing legal minds say that Diddy used his business for nothing other than pimping. Come on now. Diddy was a hustler in the music game. He might have got involved in he did get involved in some side action, but he built his whole career so he could pimp who? Where's the proof? You just prove it. They want to say that his employees helped him run this criminal enterprise. Why? Because they put in baby oil in a hotel room. Again, the baby oil, the wax, people been doing this for I've met people in the entertainment industry getting down like that. And when I hear those conversations, I back up. Like, oh no, I've heard people that you've seen on TV, like household names that have sat in your living room in recent years, getting down, going to those kind of houses where people, they're entertainers, they fulfill wishes, they fulfill fantasies. People pay big money to have these fantasies. It's like a game for them. I could start asking questions. How did you even do the first one, Cassie? How did you do the first swinger party that Diddy calls freak-offs? And I think he called them freak-offs for code, because if we didn't know all that we know now about these parties, we would think that freak-offs probably sound like a dance battle or something. But it's just the same old swinger parties that people been doing again, probably since the dawn of time. Even with the golden showers, there is not one thing, as much as I'm like, woo, my ears. I've heard it all before. I have heard it all before. I haven't seen it. I ain't been in it. Never want to be in it. I would say thank you, Mr. Diddy, Mr. Puffy Diddy, Brother Love, but I will have to decline. But some people, because they expect favors, they'll get involved in that kind of stuff. But the criminal enterprise, I mean, and keeping it a secret, it wasn't that hard to keep it a secret because there weren't that many people involved in that particular setup. You're talking about three people: Cassie, Diddy, and whatever entertainer they brought in. Maybe one, maybe two other people saw that, but there wasn't no celebrity swinging in and out of the room like open season. That was Diddy's well orchestrated thing. It's just, this stuff, I just don't see them proving it. Even with Diddy saying, I could hear, I wouldn't doubt that he said he would expose the tapes, but actually it's just a threat, because if he exposed Cassie's behavior on video, he would be exposing himself at the same time, because everybody knows that they're in a relationship. It's well documented on all the red carpets, all the award shows, that they're a couple. So who's holding the camera? Where is Diddy? Where you doing it? It's like there is no way he could get around it. So if he did that, all roads would lead us right back to the public getting all this scandal, this salacious scandal. I don't know if it would make this kind of news. It would definitely make the blogs. But now we're talking about a grand jury. And I'm trying to find the stickability in it. Actually, I want to see this legal masterclass between the prosecution and the defense. I want to see it. You're talking about millions. This is supposed to be a rumble, a battle royale. But this is looking like some pity pat. But these charges in this narrative, oh, y'all got to tell me what you think. I had to jump on. I want to end my day, but I really do think Cassie, she has time to give birth. This trial will be going on for weeks. She has time to recover and sit on the witness stand. It may be uncomfortable. It has to be uncomfortable for her anyway. She's pregnant. I mean, the timing of it all. She is way, way pregnant. But her pregnancy is almost like right when Diddy went into jail. It's the timing is just Diddy. Diddy is a serious hustler. He's a hustler. He's been smart with the music game. He's a hustler, but a mastermind, a criminal mastermind. Maybe got a little gangster in him. Yeah, of course he has gangster in him. I hope I'm not upsetting anybody. I do not want to make Diddy out to be like there's anything innocent about him. But the crime, the punishment needs to fit the crime. And battery, assault and battery, you put your hands on some people's family members, you would hope the law would get to you just one time, and it would only take one time. That's why it goes back to me, to mother. How did you take pictures of your daughter knowing that she was assaulted and her reaching out to you? And Diddy showed his true colors, posing the highest threat, threatening to reveal this shameful material about your daughter. At this time, she's in a relationship for 5 years. You telling me it took another 5 years for her to know that this is really, I mean, nobody pulled her coattails. People gonna do what they're gonna do. But it's just something, you know what, even without the mother taking the stand again, we could break this down. What's going on with the mother's testimony, what's going on with Cassie's testimony, even that CCTV footage from the hotel, as horrible as it was. You can break this down and you can see the routine. But what y'all think? For these Rico charges, they need to bring it. They need to bring these witnesses that can speak to the only thing that we probably are really curious about, and that is, excuse me, the murders. We got the Kim Porter, we got Biggie, Don Richard. Do you really believe we make people disappear, or however I'm paraphrasing? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. But I had to just jump on this live and say something to get myself ready to come and break down these other things. I've done other videos talking about the early days, the early days before Diddy got with Cassie. Cassie's whole introduction to the music scene. It's a lot more to this story, and it's a lot more to the 20 million that Cassie got. I always knew that, but yeah, we'll break this stuff down. I'll do that in a video. I just had to jump on live. Please let me know what y'all think. Thanks for stopping by. And until I see you next time, keep living your life. Like it's golden. Peace.